The giraffe is a mammal of the cloven-hoofed family. The giraffe is the tallest animal on the planet. The giraffe is an intelligent and peaceful animal that we have known since childhood. Description of the giraffe, or what does the giraffe look like? A description of the giraffe can start first with its height. The giraffe looks very tall. After all, the giraffe is the record holder in the animal world for height and is one of the largest animals. The giraffe reaches a height of up to 6 meters. At the same time, the weight of the giraffe is 1 ton. The male giraffe is taller than the female giraffe. In addition, the females also weigh somewhat less. The giraffe's neck, which is unusually long and slender, makes up 1/3 of its height. The neck of the giraffe has 7 cervical vertebrae. Many other mammals have the same number of vertebrae, even those with short necks, just that the giraffe's vertebrae are elongated. The giraffe's neck is unusually strong because it has strong muscles that allow it to hold its head up and maneuver perfectly. Because giraffes are tall and have a long neck, their circulatory system works with an increased workload. Therefore, the heart of giraffes is very strong. The heart of a giraffe weighs 12 kilograms and pumps 60 liters of blood per minute, creating 3 times the pressure of a human. But even such a strong heart of a giraffe cannot bear overloading if the animal sharply lowers and raises its head. Nature has made sure that such loads have no unfortunate consequences and has made the giraffe's blood thicker. In addition, it has twice as many blood cells as a human. Also, the giraffe has special valves that help keep the pressure in the main artery at the same level. The giraffe does not only look unusual because of its height. The giraffe's strong body is covered with short hair. The coloring of the giraffe's fur adds to the uncommonness of what a giraffe looks like. Each giraffe's fur pattern is formed by a unique pattern of dark spots that stand out against the lighter shade of the base color. This pattern is absolutely unique, like a human fingerprint. The giraffe's body is lighter in color underneath and has no spots. Younger individuals are lighter in color than older ones. The giraffe looks funny because his head with small ears has 2 horns covered with hair. Both sexes have horns. Females have thinner horns with tassels. Males have thicker horns and smoother fur. Occasionally, giraffes have 2 pairs of horns. On the forehead, giraffes often have a convex bony outgrowth that looks like a horn. The giraffe looks fascinating because its huge black eyes have thick eyelashes. The giraffe has a thin, long tail with a black tassel on the end and a small, short mane on its neck. Giraffes have good eyesight, hearing, and smell. Such abilities help them in time to notice the danger. And of course, the large stature of giraffes allows them to have a good view of the area. Giraffes can see each other at a distance of up to 1 kilometer. The giraffe's tongue is dark in color, often with a purple tint. The giraffe's tongue is 45 centimeters long and helps the animal grab branches. The giraffe's long neck allows it to reach the highest crowns. The giraffe's legs are strong and tall, and the front legs are longer than the back legs. Giraffes run fast. If necessary, the giraffe can gallop at a speed of up to 55 kilometers per hour. That way, the animal giraffe can outrun a racehorse at a short pace. More often, giraffes walk leisurely, shifting first the 2 right hoofs, then both left ones. The giraffe walks at a speed of up to 7 kilometers an hour. Since it weighs a lot and has thin legs, it can only walk on hard surfaces. Therefore, the animal giraffe avoids swampy areas. Rivers are almost insurmountable for giraffes. It is noteworthy that these huge animals can jump over barriers up to 180 centimeters high. Types of giraffes. Currently, there are 4 species of giraffes and 9 subspecies. All of them differ from each other by the pattern of the fur and the color of the spots. Giraffe subspecies are divided into southern giraffes, Maasai giraffes, reticulated giraffes, and northern giraffes. Modern giraffe subspecies include the Nubian giraffe, West African giraffe, Kordofan giraffe, reticulated giraffe, Ugandan or Rothschild giraffe, Maasai giraffe, Thornycroft giraffe, Angolan giraffe, and South African giraffe. Where do giraffes live and how? Giraffes live in Africa, dwelling in the arid parts of Africa. Today, giraffes live south and southeast of the Sahara. Giraffes live in savannas and sparse forests, primarily in areas of East and Southern Africa. In the 20th century, giraffe numbers declined significantly due to uncontrolled hunting, various diseases, and destruction of natural habitats. Today, the greatest number of giraffes live in the protected areas of national parks. Giraffes are one of the few animals that feel well in captivity and regularly produce offspring. Giraffes live with little or no sleep. Of all mammals, they have the least need for it. A giraffe sleeps an average of no more than 2 hours a day. But sometimes a nap of 10 minutes is enough for them. Everyone must have wondered, how do giraffes sleep? They are so tall, after all. Giraffes sleep both standing and lying down. In prone position, a sleeping giraffe bends its neck, folds its legs, and rests its head on its croup. Giraffes live in small herds or singly. In herds, there is no strict bonding. Everyone is free to leave the herd or just as free to move to another herd. The number of herds varies depending on the season and can range from 4 to 32 individuals. A giraffe herd can consist of different sexes as well as single sexes. In search of food, a giraffe animal can go around up to 100 square kilometers. Quite often you can see giraffes that move together with herds of antelope or zebra. This way they are safer. The hierarchy and social behavior of giraffes in the herd is not yet fully investigated. Although there is no main leader in giraffes, the older and stronger males have an advantage over the others. Also in herds with only females, the oldest female takes the lead. When two adult males meet, it is not uncommon for them to clash. In the fight, they try to hit each other's heads on the neck. In spite of this, defeated males are not expelled from the herd, unlike other social animals such as wolves. The mating season is also often accompanied by fights between males, but at this time they become much more aggressive. The opponents may have an argument in front of the tree, with each trying to press the opponent against the trunk and hit his head in the neck. Fortunately, giraffes do not use their main weapon, dangerous blows, with their front hooves. At least, such cases have not been observed. With their hooves, they usually defend themselves from predators. The victor does not pursue the defeated male. Giraffes are mistakenly thought to be voiceless animals. They simply communicate with each other at low frequencies that are indistinguishable to human hearing. However, giraffes do make sounds that we can hear. They can snort, whistle and roar, thus alerting their relatives in case of danger, as well as when searching for lost cubs. It is very common to see various small birds on the backs of giraffes. There is a friendship between giraffes and these birds, which is based on mutual assistance. These birds clean insects from the giraffe's back and neck. In this way, the giraffes get rid of parasites and the birds get food. What do giraffes eat? The giraffe is a herbivorous animal. Therefore, giraffes eat only plant foods. Because of their body structure and physiology, giraffes eat the foliage of tree crowns at a considerable height, where there is no competition. Giraffes eat the acacia tree with the greatest preference. The giraffe grasps the branch with its long tongue and pulls it to its mouth to nibble at the leaves, pulling its head back. Acacia trees have prickly branches, but the giraffe's tongue and lips are designed to eat without injury. The giraffe eats up to 30 kilograms of food per day, spending most of its time eating. In times of hunger, even 7 kilograms of food are enough for a giraffe. Interestingly, the way giraffes eat can be used to determine the sex of an animal from a distance. Male giraffes mostly eat leaves that grow very high, with their necks craned back and their heads tilted up. Female giraffes eat leaves that grow at their body level, so they usually put their necks down a bit. A giraffe animal can go without water even longer than a camel. After all, food quite covers its need for liquid. However, if a giraffe has an opportunity to drink, it can drink up to 38 liters of water at a time. To drink water, the giraffe must spread its front legs wide and lower its head low enough. This posture makes it clumsy and vulnerable to predators, so giraffes only drink when they are sure of their safety. In the same pose, giraffes pinch grass when they are hungry. A baby giraffes are polygamous animals. Females become capable of reproduction at the age of 3 to 4 years, but produce their first offspring by the age of 5 years. Males breed at the age of 4 to 5 years. Young males find it difficult to compete with older males. Therefore, young males can have offspring only by the age of 7 years. Mating season in giraffes is from July to September. September. A giraffe's pregnancy lasts 14 to 15 months. Usually, only one giraffe calf is born. Giraffes give birth standing up, due to which the giraffe calf at birth falls from a height of about 2 meters. There is no need to worry, the giraffe calf doesn't get any injuries when falling. A born giraffe calf is 180 centimeters tall and weighs 50 kilograms. In an hour after birth, the cub is on its feet, and a few hours later it can run. The giraffe calves are allowed into the general herd only after several weeks. At the same time, they start to nibble on the grass. But the mother's milk will feed the giraffe cub until it is almost 1 year old. Giraffes have a nursery, where females send their cubs. This way mothers can get away from their cubs to find food and water. The duty of watching the group of cubs takes turns between the mothers. Giraffe calves are born without horns, but there is a tuft of dark hair with cartilage underneath. As they grow older, the cartilage hardens into horns that begin to grow. The tufts of black hair at the base of the horns stay with the cub for several years, after which they disappear. Giraffe calves grow quickly, they are mobile and very active. Up to about 1.5 years of age, the giraffe cub stays with its mother. After that, it begins an independent life. Males usually leave the home herd, but females almost always stay in it. In the wild, giraffes live about 25 years, and in captivity up to 35 years. Due to its considerable size, the animal giraffe has almost no natural enemies. Giraffes defend themselves from predators by striking their front hooves. This blow is capable of cracking the skull of any predator, although there are cases of predators defeating giraffes. Few predators are willing to take risks, so attacks on adults are rare. Predators are more likely to attack the young. Despite their mother's protection, up to 50% of young giraffes are preyed upon by lions, leopards, hyenas, and hyena dogs. Interesting facts about giraffes: giraffes are the only animals that cannot yawn. Almost all warm-blooded and cold-blooded animals periodically open their mouths in an attempt to get enough oxygen. Birds, fish, and mammals are all guilty of this. The average human yawns about 250,000 times in his or her lifetime. But the giraffe is not like that. It never yawns once in its entire life. At least, in the entire history of giraffe observations, scientists have not managed to catch a single long-necked giraffe yawning. But giraffes can moo, hiss, growl, and whistle. They use all of these sounds to communicate with their congeners. A giraffe's tongue is about 50 centimeters long. In addition to their prominent neck and tongue, giraffes outstrip all other mammals in the length of their tail. It can reach 2.5 meters in length. Giraffes love raw onions. The ancient Greeks and Romans believed that the giraffe was the fruit of the passionate love of a leopard and a camel. The fluttering heart of the giraffe beats 170 times a minute. Mothers of young giraffes often organize a nursery. One adult female stays to look after the cubs, and all the rest in a friendly crowd go to get food. Despite its enormous length, the giraffe's neck is actually too short for it to reach the ground. So they have to kneel down or spread their front legs wide to pick something up off the floor. So if you scare a giraffe, it won't physically be able to behave like an ostrich. The only predators that dare to hunt giraffes are lions. However, giraffes have an excellent weapon, which they use to protect their offspring: their hooves. The giraffe's tongue is black. Unlike humans, giraffes are able to rest standing up. Usually a sleeping session on their feet lasts no more than 5 minutes. But when a giraffe needs a good night's sleep, he lies down on the ground, tucks his front legs under himself, bends his head back and puts it on his rump. The total length of a night's sleep rarely exceeds 60 minutes. From 16 to 20 hours a day, giraffes devote to such a fascinating activity as eating. This means that they consume a huge amount of food, even though an adult giraffe would only need 6 pounds a day. 1 hour after birth, a baby giraffe begins to walk. The age of a giraffe can be judged by the color of the spots on its skin. The darker the spots, the older the individual. The pattern on a giraffe's skin is unique, like fingerprints in humans.